the Christmas gift everyone who went up to the mountains today was asking for. I-70 is back open this evening after a rough couple of hours of driving up there. State Patrol closed I-70 in both directions at the Georgetown exit and at the tunnel at about 4:30 this afternoon. CSP blamed weather conditions, spinouts, crashes. It was rough going up there. For people living closer to Denver here in the metro area, it was more of a wet Christmas than a white Christmas tonight. Rainy, windy weather moved in this afternoon. It was enough to cancel the mile-high drone show that was planned for tonight in downtown Denver. Thanks so much for joining us this Christmas evening. I'm Mark Salinger. Want to get right over to Weather Impact Team meteorologist Carl Lamb tracking conditions around the city tonight. And Carl, the difference in the weather that you had this afternoon was depending on your elevation.
For sure. I mean, it was wet for us here in Denver, just a little bit of rain, not too much, but the snow really piled up for areas up in the mountains. But we have a dense fog advisory now for Yuma and Kit Carson counties. This is into tomorrow morning. So again, if you're traveling out towards the eastern plains, here's another element to focus on that could interrupt your travels. And again, the snow has largely faded away at this point. It was more pronounced just about 6 hours ago, but at this point, it's now working its way further south. Now let's show you again, there it was as it rolled through Denver, and we got some rain out of it. Again, Mark was saying a wet Christmas. That tune doesn't really hold together all that well. Now, as we zoom in, again, a lot of the mountain snow out towards Nederland and Ward has kind of canceled itself out. It's not an issue anymore. And then into Denver, it is dry at this point. We have to take you all the way down south towards Castle Rock to see some snow showers at this point, but a lot of it has started to wind down. So coming up, I'll have an updated 7-day forecast, which features a few more chances for mountain snow and that cool down as we wrap up the year. Mark?
Carl, thank you. Just into our newsroom, the Adams County Sheriff's Office says the parents of a baby boy will face charges after that month-old baby was found abandoned in a car seat in the middle of a street this morning. Happened near Pecos and Highway 36. The little boy was only wearing a diaper in that cold weather. Deputies told us about 5 minutes ago that they've arrested both of the baby's biological parents. They will face felony child abuse charges in the coming days. The driver of an RTD train was taken to the hospital this morning after that train was hit by a car. Happened near Sable and Ellsworth. Aurora police say there were 5 people in that car that hit the train. Only one, the driver, suffered serious injuries. Now, this is where it gets wild. Police believe that the car was fleeing the scene of a shooting a few blocks away. They think everybody who fired shots and everyone who was hurt in the shooting was in the same vehicle that hit the train. An investigation is ongoing. Charges are likely. Well, it is a boozy Christmas across Colorado. For the first time ever, liquor stores in the state are allowed to stay open on Christmas, part of a new law that went into effect this year. 9 News reporter Spencer Soisher shows us the impact it's having.
First time for everything. Get it together, machine.
At Argonaut Wine and Liquor on Colfax.
Got 2 of those, 3 of these.
Do you need the seat? The IB.
Billy, bro. Yes. On Christmas.
There really is a first time for everything.
9 to 5 today, just one shift to get our employees in and out.
For the first time, Argonaut is open on the 25th. A little holiday cheer.
Hi there.
For beer on Christmas. In May, Democratic Governor Jared Polis signed a bill into law allowing liquor stores to stay open on the holiday. Until now, it was the only day of the year they were required to stay closed.
You know, when people are celebrating, that's when they need us. So Christmas obviously is a celebration, and we should be able to help people get what they need for any celebration.
Argonaut co-owner and president Josh Robinson is also on the Colorado Independent Liquor Stores United board.
We've been, fairly steady all day.
While booze is selling on Christmas Day, it's been a tough few years for independent liquor stores statewide. In 2022, Colorado voters approved the sale of wine in grocery stores.
We lost 45, maybe 50% of our wine volume from 2 years ago because of the wine and grocery. And, wine is your most profitable sector too. So losing that, it's a huge hit. And a lot of independents are feeling it.
Robinson hopes the Christmas buyers can help independent stores, at least for one day, in a changing landscape.
It's a selling day we didn't have last year, so we'll take it.
In Denver, Spencer Soisher, 9 News.